I decided to come out and take a look at some fruit trees, and I had a hard time finding some earlier this year, especially my lemon trees, but here we go. Meyer lemon trees. They look pretty decent. $34.99. Yeah, I noticed the label says improved Meyer lemon trees. Not sure what's supposed to be improved about it, but fortunately I did get some earlier this year. I found 2. But all these plants look pretty decent. Tempted, but we don't need another Meyer lemon tree. I actually came up looking for something else. Ooh, but if you want lime trees, $25.98. That's not a bad price at all. I think the lemon tree I got from here earlier this year was like $25, $25 or $26. But I don't remember the lime trees because I wasn't really looking at them. But oh, there you get key limes, $25.99. I'm not really sure if I need one of those, but hey, you need to check these stores out this time of year. You might find yourself some surprising prices. And look at this. This is something I always like to see. One sign of good health on a tree is that it's giving off blooms. This one has a couple dozen blooms on it. If I was in the market for a lime tree, yeah, that would definitely be the one I would pick. Even though it's not as big as some of the others, I like to see something that's going to give some fruit. But generally, this one's pretty good too. It's taller, has a couple dozen blooms on it. But you know, for me, I generally pick the blooms off with young plants. Give them at least a year or two, and just let them focus on growing. But they have a nice amount of fruit trees as far as your lemon and limes and key limes. But let's go take a look at the big trees. What I'm looking for: peach, pear, and plum. Well, I just realized they have a selection of blueberry bushes too. Of course, this time of year it's not surprising that there's not many leaves on them, so it's kind of hard to tell how healthy they are, but they're pretty good size. This one here is about 2.5, 3 feet tall. This one's about 2 feet tall, 2.5, 3 feet. Yeah. Fortunately, I still have some of these at home, so I'm going to hold off at least for now. Now this is what I'm looking for. Plum trees. $30.98. Santa Rosa plum. I have a plum tree at the house, and if I remember correctly, it is a Santa Rosa plum. So I'm not so interested in that. I need a different variety. This variety here should do fine. Same price. It's about 7 feet tall. So that's not bad. They have a pretty decent selection of trees out here. I may not get one quite as big as that. Oh, that's the peach trees too. Same price, $30.98. Bella, Georgia peach, same price. Oh, and they got fig trees. And one thing I do not need is figs. My fig tree is about the size of a 2-car garage, and I've pruned it. So I'm not really looking at fig trees right now. I had a great production, even though we got hit by a late frost this year. I was able to can a bunch of them. I just dried them and I just put them in dehydrated. Worked out well. Now, this is something I'm kind of interested in, but I'm on a budget, so I'm only going to get one tree today. Golden Delicious apples, yeah, $30.98, and I like that the prices are decent. I don't know, a few years ago the prices might have been about $5 cheaper, might have been $25.98, something like that. But the prices, considering inflation, hasn't been that bad. So $30.98 for another pear tree. I think this is the variety I have. Well, one of the varieties I have, the Kiefer pears. I have a pear tree at the house that's huge, and when I say huge, it's about the size of probably about the size of a 3-story house. I should have pruned it when I first got there, but it was pretty tall when I got there. So I'm gonna have to have someone come out and cut large parts off of it to get it to a reasonable size. I hate to have all that fruit way up top that I can't reach to, even with a fruit picker. So, and I think it's a Kiefer pear. When I bought the house, the pear was there, so I'm not sure. I know it's not a Baldwin pear. Maybe I have to go to the Extension Society. Maybe I have to go to the Extension Service of University of Georgia, or maybe have an arborist tell me what type of tree it is. So, but I'm not going to spend too much time out here because I know exactly what I came here for, which was a plum tree. And this is at Lowe's. Not necessarily trying to advertise for them, but I generally get fruit trees from them. I've had good luck with them. I know some people have criticisms of them. I don't have those same criticisms. So, yeah, I think this one here will do. And this is a Methley plum. Okay. Something I had noticed before on these labels, they actually tell you what varieties you need to use for pollinator. I already have a Santa Rosa plum, so this one here will be a perfect cousin for it. Yeah. Still has some leaves on it. I guess that's the one I'm going to get. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely be the one. So, good time to get your fruit trees. Prices are reasonable. Get them in the ground in the fall/winter. That way the roots can grow. Instead of focusing on putting on leaves and growing up top, let your roots grow, get your plant healthy. And this one's going to go into my greenhouse, because this here, my dog Bear would cut that off right here. He's done that to a few trees, and nah, I can't keep buying trees and have him tear them up. So anyway, let's get out there and get a little dirty. Oh, what a surprise. It rang up 2324, 2463 of tax. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.